Alistair.
Well, this is falling apart. I don't know what just happened, but here, let me tell you the story from the beginning, so it makes sense. It all started a couple days back. Now, listen, this whole story isn't my fault. It's the fault of a friend of mine I call Garrick. That's him. It all started when I woke up one morning and I saw this headline: Alistair Boyd's last request. It says that a man named Alistair Boyd is dying, like he's not going to make it through the week. He's so well known, there's an entire newspaper article about it. Now, there's only one thing you need to know about Alistair Boyd, and that is, he's well known for being as rich as they get. I mean, he owns everything. I thought he didn't have any family left, until this happened.
You know, everyone thinks he has no living relatives. That's not true. I'm his brother. He never mentions me. We hate each other. Regardless, his entire estate should go to me. And with your help, I think we can make that happen.
So Garrick has this master plan into getting into Alistair's will by making a fake will and switching it for the real one. Hopefully no one will notice.
I want you to break into the mansion and replace the authentic will with this fake one.
So of course Garrick asks me to do it. And when I ask him to pay me, he answers with the same response he always has.
No, I'm not going to pay you. You owe me. I'm the reason you're able to stay in this town. Without me, you'd probably be in an orphanage. Or worse. You do this, and we're all even.
He's been holding this thing over my head for as long as I can remember, and I can't say no. After Garrick blackmailed me into this job, I wasn't sure what to do, but I knew someone who I thought would know what to do. His name is Pat, so I decided to come to him for advice.
You don't owe him anything.
Are you forgetting?
Oh, that. He's still on about that.
Yeah. I mean, he said all debts would be lifted if I do this. I don't know, it seemed like a good idea. What do you think?
Wait. Why are we helping him? Why don't we make our own will and get the estate for ourselves?
To be honest, Pat's a nice guy. Really, he is, but all he thinks about is money. He'll do anything for money.
I mean, the old man's loaded. What if we just went in, we took some of it?
No, Pat, we can't take anything. If we're gonna break into a man's house, we need to leave it untouched. Otherwise, people would know we'd been there.
All right. Okay. So how are we even gonna break into the house?
Done. Let's go. So right now it's Thursday, 8 o'clock. That means last night would have been the night that we switched the wills. I hadn't seen Garrick at all on Thursday, so I just assumed that everything had gone as planned and he was satisfied. Until...
It's Garrick.
What happened?
He just walked up to me and he was angry. And he says Alistair knows and that he thinks the cops are going to get involved.
When was this?
A few minutes ago. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part, Garrick has a gun.
Where is he?
He went up the mountain to Alistair's estate.
I think this is where I left off. That's basically the story. None of the loose ends are tied up. It's kind of a mess. Right now I'm as confused as you are. But let's be honest, the only way I can imagine this getting any worse is if the cops pulled me in for questioning or something like that.
Garrick and Alistair Boyd were killed last night. Ring a bell?
No.
Garrick was killed?
They shot each other dead. Must have been some argument. Surprised? I have reason to believe that you know something about this. At any rate, your lives will never be the same. We found this.
What is it?
That's the last will and testament of Alistair Boyd. It says his estate goes to his brother Garrick. Isn't that interesting? They hated each other enough to kill each other. So, if that's what Alistair wanted, we have a problem. Because Garrick is dead. So now the estate goes to the beneficiary of Garrick's will.
Okay, why do we need to know all this? Just cut to the chase. How long are we in jail for?
Jail? Cal, I'm trying to tell you, you are the beneficiary of Garrick's estate. The sole beneficiary. Didn't you know?
This is Alistair Boyd's real will. I'd say it's pretty unimportant now. So remember this. If there's ever a dying rich man whose money everyone wants, just make a fake will, sneak into his house, and switch it for the real one. Then, at the end of the day, you'll be rich out of your mind.